Have you ever felt like someone did not understand what it is that you were trying to say? You went for that raise and you didn't get it. You went to that job interview, but you didn't get the job. You went up for that promotion, but they promoted someone else that they shouldn't have. You wanted to sell your business or your product to them, but they didn't understand how it would benefit with them. When it comes to elevating our value and increasing our income, what is vitally important is people being able to understand us. And if you feel like sometimes you're misunderstood, then this video is going to help you out to get people to actually understand what you're saying. See, what most people do is they play the blame game. When someone doesn't understand them, when they have a service or a product, or when they're trying to do something, then they blame the other people. They just don't get it. They just didn't hear me. They don't understand. They're not making a smart decision. It's just politics. They already knew who they wanted to hire. And that may be true. But what may also be true is that you could have communicated better. And what I personally like is when I get a no instead of a yes, is I like looking at not what the person didn't understand, but how I could have done better to get them to understand my perspective, to get them to understand what it is that I was trying to show them or help them out with. What that does, it empowers me. It takes power away from them and it gives power back to me, where it puts me in control of my income. And I'd rather be in control of my income than allow other people to be in control, because they don't care about my income as much as I care about my own income. In the same way, what you have to do is you have to take ownership. Don't put it on they don't understand you. Instead, put it on how can I get them to understand. And so there are 3 steps that I'm going to help you with that's going to help people understand you better. And the first step is you need to speak their language. Imagine going to China or going to another country and you spoke to someone in English, but they didn't speak any English. Would you just keep on talking and after the conversation say, oh, I did a great job communicating, but that person, they just didn't understand me, right? If that person didn't understand you, that's partially your fault. The reason they didn't understand you is because you did not speak their language. In the same way, when it comes to business, when it comes to your job, when it comes to your career, when it comes to increasing your income, what you have to do is you have to learn how to talk the other person language. And what happens is we're so used to talking our language. We're so used to talking about what we want. We're so quick to go in and say, I want a raise, I want a promotion. So quick to say, I want your business, or I want you to partner with me, or I want you to give me this much money, or I want my income to be this, without going and speaking the other person's language. People are inherently selfish. And so when you tell them about what you want, all they think about is what they want. And so when you go up to someone and you say, I want a raise, when you tell that to your boss, all they hear is you want to take more money out of the organization. When you go and tell someone or a business, we're increasing our prices, all they hear is you're going to pay me more. And so instead of going and talking about what you're going to take, instead go in and talk about what you're going to give. Instead, go into that meeting where you start talking to them and you tell them, hey, I've accomplished this, I've done that, I've helped us generate more revenue, I've helped us cut costs, I've helped this organization be successful, and I want to continue to help, and I'm going to continue to help. But what I would like is a $10,000 increase. I've helped the organization grow over $100,000 in the past year, and I believe that a $10,000 increase would be reasonable for the amount of impact that I had. Or if you're increasing your prices, I'm increasing my prices, but you're going to get this additional service. You're going to get this additional help. I'm doing this so I can keep professionalism at a high, and not keep it high, but continue to increase it to get it even better. So you need to stop speaking your language, what you want, what benefits you, what helps you, and start speaking their language, what it is that they want, what benefits them, what helps them. And then what you need to do is you need to make sure that you speak with clarity. Speaking with clarity means that you're not sitting up there and just telling them a whole bunch of information. A lot of people think that the more they talk, the more persuasive they'll be. That is not the truth. The more you talk, you may just start wasting somebody's time and they can't wait for you to stop talking. So the key is to not talk more. The key is to understand how to effectively and efficiently communicate what it is that you need to communicate. Because what you can do is you can overtalk and you can completely mess up a deal. So you need to speak with clarity. Then after that, what you need to make sure is that your nonverbal communication is on point. Have you ever heard the say, and it's not what you said, but it's how you said it? So meaning the words that you say weren't that bad, but it was how you said it that made all the difference. I remember hearing those words from my wife. I said, what did I say? I said this, and I repeated the words back to her, and then she'll look at me and say, you didn't say it like that. You didn't say it like, and then she'll go and repeat how I said it, and she'll be telling me in essence that it's not what you said, but it's how you say it. When you're going into an interview, when you go into a meeting, when you go, people aren't just listening and looking at what you say. They're looking at, are you saying it with confidence? How is your posture? Do you seem unsure? Are you deflecting questions? Are you making eye contact? What is it that you're wearing? And how does what you're wearing communicate what you're trying to communicate? Does it reinforce that you're going to be effective, that you're going to be efficient, that you're going to be helpful? Or is it giving me cause for concern? So you need to make sure that your nonverbal communication is on point. They say that over 80% of communication is nonverbal. So you need to make sure that you're smiling, that you're greeting people, that you're making people feel welcomed and valued, that you seem open, even with your body posture. And this will take you a long way. And so when you speak their language, when you're saying what they want to hear and not what you want to hear, when you're speaking clearly with clarity, you're not speaking a whole bunch of words, but you're being concise, then people are more likely to agree with you, to say yes to you, to like you, to give you raises, to give you promotions, to give you their business. And you have to make sure that your nonverbal communication is on point, that you're making sure that you're aware of your posture, of what the things are that you are doing. And so if you want to be understood, what you have to do is you have to do all of these things, and you'll realize that it is a complete game changer. You'll realize that you'll get doors and opportunities open for you that you never thought possible. Just make sure you don't over talk the situation. So if you enjoyed this video, then I want you to watch my next video, which goes to the next level. It's a part 2 to this, which is how to get them to say yes, to get them from no to maybe and from maybe to yes. So the next video is all about how to get them to say yes. And no matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're doing, you want to learn how to get people to say yes.